Hey guys, it's James the Rambling Dasher. We're back for another round of the Rambling Dasher. So, hey, we are out on a Monday. I don't know, today is Monday, I think it's the 17th maybe, I'm not sure. Monday, November 17th, look at that. So, I don't know what's going to happen. The last few days it's been a little slow. So, there could be a couple things going on. It's slow, or we've had an increase of people dashing, so the the dasher market is getting oversaturated, possibly. I see a lot of people out dashing. So anyway, sorry, people are pinging me with craziness. So it's been one of those weird days, trying to do some good things for our neighborhood and getting shot down at every turn, but you know, things like that'll happen. So I've hit the dash now, and which there is no dash now in the new overall dasher rating system. So one thing I do, and I just got an order. Ooh, look at that. So it may be just it may just be, who knows, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe it's because the holidays are coming up, but here's a $4.50 for 6 miles, and I'm just like, we're going to go ahead and decline that one, and it moves me to 64% on my AR. So having a 64 AR is not good at all. We'll go in and take a look at my ratings. So right now I'm at a 92 overall. I think that just knocked me down another percent. So, and here, good night, what is going on? All right, I may just have to quit DoorDashing. After 2 orders, this one's $5 for 6.7 miles. We will decline our second order of tonight, and move on. So now let me go back out and see if it changed the ratings at all. Yeah, this is it's getting to be, I would consider to be improper offers. So it says I'm platinum. I'm at 92 out of 100. I'm at 63% on my AR, which gives me 23 out of 30. So there's 7 points I'm missing because my AR is so low. And then my on time is 29 out of 30 at 99%. And my on time right now, I have 5 late orders have been excluded, and I don't know when I have any more exclusions that are going to fall off. So if I go all the way to the very bottom, I've got a lot to go before my next exclusion. Maybe today, maybe Wednesday. I'd have to get a lot of orders today for it to fall off. I didn't count them out, but anyway. So the other is completion rate and quality rate. Those are both at 100%, which account for 15 points each. And then my customer rating is up to 4.98 now. So one of my 4 stars fell off. So now I've got 98 5 stars and 2 4 stars for a 4.98 rating. And that's worth 10 out of 10. I've done 3,440 lifetime deliveries. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to return to Dash. So for those that are new, basically what we do is just we go out. I have a full-time job during the day. I come out, try to do about 6 hours in the evening times, 3 nights a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday as usual. And yeah, so we're getting out a little bit late today, but probably about normal. Our goal is to hit about $120, so that's 20 bucks an hour. Up until this past week, I've been able to hit it ever since this new Dasher rating came into place, and once they straightened out some of the kinks with the on-time delivery thing, then things have been going my way and making a lot more money than what I used to in the old format. But now the holidays are coming. I don't know if it was because of the government shutdown or it's just the holidays. Maybe there's more people out there dashing. Oh my goodness, $3.50 for 5 miles. I hate to decline my way all the way down to being a gold. I will not do that, but it won't take much if I get any late orders. But this is not the way we normally start out. Now here, Whole Hog Café 1410, even though it's 9.4 miles, I will accept it. Now I just got to figure out how the heck to get there because I'm in the wrong lane. And I gotta turn. Here comes cars. I gotta really get back to where I just came from, which is not an easy thing to do from right here anyway. So 1410 for 9.4 miles. At least it wasn't upside down. Maybe I can get that done in half an hour. Even if it's like 40 minutes, then maybe I can knock another one out that's like $6 to get 20 bucks in an hour. But those $3 and $4 and that kind of stuff is really just kind of irks me, because I don't normally get those small of orders, and that's why it irks me, because I don't normally get those orders. So, don't know. Maybe there's so many people out there with either brand new, and so they get priority, right? Or people that have upped their game and everybody has platinum now, so everybody's sharing in the good orders. And which means that, you know, maybe you get lower offers when everybody's platinum. So, I just don't know. Anyway, thank you for dropping in if you're brand new. If you're a repeat offender, thank you for coming back. So, I especially want to thank those people that comment all the time. I don't know people's real names, but I'm assuming, but who knows. There's Vanessa and there's Ron. So thank you guys so much for being my most offensive repeat offenders. So thank you guys, I really appreciate that. So anyway, all right, I'm going to run into this restaurant, pick up our food, and we will be right back. All right guys, so that was picked up at least 6 minutes late. The directions: please leave at garage door in the gray box. Okay, it says in the gray box with a picture of a gray box, and it's going way over off of Sardis, which is southwest Little Rock. So I'm gonna send them a quick message saying I'm headed that way. Boom. I don't really have anything for barbecue, so we're just gonna send them I'm on the way with your order meme. And directions are delivered by 4:56 with a 2-minute grace period. So not much way I can make up the difference picking it up 6 minutes late or whatever. So we'll just get it there as fast as we can. So with that said, I'm gonna start munching on some of my dinner that I have here. So yeah, so I'm gonna hit pause. We'll catch up with you guys, let you know, recap after we drop off this food. So see you in a sec. All right guys, we have dropped that one order off. It says it took us 36 minutes to at least from the time that I started dashing to the time that I just dropped that off, 36 minutes. 1 out of 4 offers accepted. It was $14 with a $5.50 base pay and $8.60 tip. So we're and I've paused the orders because we're deep inside Southwest Little Rock and I do not want to go any farther east. So I'm gonna hit pause. We'll work on getting back to Bryant, and which might not be easy at this time of the day, but we're gonna just get there because again, we're not where we want to be working. So I'm gonna hit the pause button. We'll catch up with you after we get our next order, and we'll see you in a second. All right guys, so got back into Bryant. We just got an offer for Larry's Pizza, $9.85 for 4.9 miles. So we're gonna head that way, pick it up. I'm eating the white chocolate macadamia nut Clif bar, which this this portion of the I can't even speak right now. This portion of the Rambling Dasher is sponsored by Clif Bar, where you can get a come on people, where you can get a your very own at the Rambling Dasher Amazon store, and you can find a link to that down below in the comments or in the description, so check that out. We'll see you in a minute after we pick up this pizza. All right guys, so it says deliver by 5:30 and GPS says we'll be there by 5:27, provided I can figure out where I'm going. Looks like I'm going way on the south side of Bryant. So leave out of here, head back to Reynolds, cross over the freeway, and we'll be there in 9 minutes. All right guys, I'm gonna hit pause, catch my breath here, get this pizza delivered. We'll let you know when we drop it off and see how much money we made. See you in a sec. All right guys, so we got that one delivered. It says $9.85. It was $3 base, $6.85 tip. So much appreciative of those people. If I can figure out how to get back out of here. And so that's $23.95 in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. 2 out of 5 offers accepted. So we're gonna get back out there and try to get some more orders. So $23.95 in an hour and 10. So that must mean we started about 20 minutes late today. So I just can't comprehend how dark it is, and it's not quite 5:30 yet, which drives me crazy because I hate it being this dark this early. There's all this debate on, like, do we get rid of daylight savings time? And so evidently, I did not know this, that somewhere back in the Nixon era, they got rid of daylight savings time, meaning that it was, oh my goodness, why? I'm just getting crap orders here. $5.50 for 7.3 miles. So decline. We're down to 62%. So back in, I guess Nixon was president, 485 for 4.7 miles. Decline. Alright. So there was our 5th decline. Here's another one I should decline, but I'm not going to. Even though it's 5.8 miles for $7.89 to Pizza Hut. Hi. So we got to go all the way to Pizza Hut, and then we got to come all the way back out here because it's out past where I'm at right now. So, but at least it's over $6. So back in the Nixon time frame, I heard this on the radio or something the other day, because there's all this debate going around. It's like we should change back to, you know, not change the time, because it just throws everybody off. And I always just assumed that we would get rid of what we go to in the winter time, right? Because in the winter time we fall back so that what do we do? No, truthfully, whatever we do, it makes it dark earlier, right? Like at 5:30. And it makes it daylight earlier in the morning. So evidently during the Nixon times, they changed it to where they didn't have daylight savings time at all, right? So meaning it was dark earlier in the evenings throughout the whole summertime. So used to, when I remember growing up, it was like somewhere in October and then maybe in March or April, right? Well, now they've moved it to like the end of February, the first part of November, then goes through somewhere in February, right? So maybe there's like 4 months of shifting the time, but not just getting rid of it altogether. So if they didn't shift the time, if they did got rid of the winter change, it would be dark really late in the morning, and it would be pitch black dark when kids are trying to go to school, when people are trying to get up and go to work, and then it would be daylight till like 6:30 at night, right? So I don't know what the right answer, if there is a right answer or a wrong answer. I just hate the change. And then I hate, me personally, I'm not a morning person regardless, so if I have to get up early, it's whether it's daylight or not daylight, I'm still cursing life, right? But now I curse it because it's dark at 5:30, and I would much rather have an extra hour of daylight in the afternoon than an extra hour of daylight in the morning. So if I wouldn't do like Nixon, I would get rid of the winter change instead of, which is supposedly the normal time frame, whoever came up with time frames to start with. And then they created daylight savings time to shift it to where your hours are later in the evening, even though it's much longer days in the summertime. I wonder what, I talked to my daughter who's in Japan. She said they don't change times over there, they just stay the same. And I'm like, that would be freaking crazy. That's just too crazy to even think about, right? So rumor has it, and I don't know if this is true anymore, I used to think that they invented daylight savings time for farmers because we used to be on it was more of a farming economy, and they wanted people, because it was so hot in the summertime, to be able to get up early in the morning and do your work. Well, you can't be out in the fields when it's dark outside, right? But if you shift the time, then it can be daylight in the morning time, and then but I don't know, that doesn't make sense, because what they did was shift it to the evening time. I don't know, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't know how it worked. Maybe someday I'll look it up. But it is kind of confusing. and I see that I'm rambling in the dark when I have this fancy light here. It's complaining about the dark when I don't turn the light on. Alright, I got to change lanes and not get ran over here, and find a way over to Pizza Hut, which I think the easiest way to go. I probably should have turned right there, but we'll go up and around. Traffic is all backed up. It is crazy. I think more and more like it's almost Christmas time with all this cars out here. Number one, it's dark out and there's a bunch of cars, and you know, it's November, so everyone has their freaking Christmas lights up now. I look back and you think about, like, I remember times when I was a kid where we would get a Christmas tree like the week of Christmas, right? And then it was down. And I see movies where they don't get a Christmas tree until Christmas Eve. And they spend the night decorating the Christmas tree together. And I'm just like, what happened? Where people are putting up their Christmas stuff before Halloween, or definitely the day after Halloween. It's like we can't wait to get through Thanksgiving and jump straight to Christmas. Part of me is like, I don't want to spend money on all that stuff, because I'm in this savings mode and I'm not buying stuff for my house. I'm not spending stuff on personal items like that, because everything I have is trying to go towards me saving for my meager retirement and that kind of stuff. And I don't want to, I look at that as just kind of being a waste of money. But other people obviously don't, so more power to them. I'm not gonna knock you for doing it, but I have a different agenda. So I'm gonna run in and grab this pizza. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we have picked up that Pizza Hut. I think we even got it picked up early. Where are we going? Looks like we're going down the freeway. Where is that? Oh. Yep. Alright. Going back across Reynolds and all that. I was gonna go look and see. We have a little bit of a grace period, about 5 or 6 minutes, I think it was. Alright, people, don't back out. Just hold on there, buddy. Hold on there. Chill. Let me get out of the way. I was gonna see, I almost feel like some of those orders that I've been doing have been late already today. So I go back to my ratings and I'm down to 91%. So my on time is still up there, and which is surprising that Whole Hog and Larry's were both deemed to be on time. So Whole Hog, it says, was late by 6 minutes picking it up, early by 1 minute delivering, but a total time difference of plus 5 minutes is within the on-time standards for this delivery. So I will take that one. The Larry's pizza, late by 2 minutes, early by 2 minutes, was exactly on time overall. So there you go. This one here, I don't think I'll have any problems getting this one delivered on time. Try not to get ran over by a bus here. Y'all need to slow it down. My acceptance rate, though, has dropped to 61%, which is 22 out of 30. So I can drop all the way down to 50% and still have 20 points. So I got from 61 to 50 and I would only drop 2 more points. So here's the downside is I'm at 91. So if I drop down to 50% AR, so this tells you how much, back in the day, you had to have a high R to have platinum. I have 61 AR right now and I am platinum still. I feel a little frustrated over that I'm 61% because I don't know, I'm sure I've been 61% before, but maybe not. Because before you was always shooting for 70, because if you had below 70, then you were gold, not platinum. But in this new system, if you can still have a platinum and be all the way down to 50, because the lowest you would drop would be 20 points. And so, not 20, you would have 20 points out of 30 points. And if all your other numbers are up there, like 99 on your on time, and 15 out of 15, and 15 out of 15, and then 10 out of 10 on the other one, then you've got everything you need to be platinum and still have some to play with. Because even if I dropped to 50% and had a 20 on 20 out of 30, I would still be at 89 overall as long as I didn't have any more late deliveries. And that's when those late deliveries start happening, is they start dropping off 1 point per late order. Because it's 95 to 100, I think, 96 to 100 or whatever, starts dropping 1 point every time you have a late order. So anyway, I need to work on my AR and get it back up there, but I hate doing it I just hate doing it when you lose money doing it, right? I gotta find directions again. Okay, so we still got about 4 more minutes. So I'm gonna hit pause here. We're gonna go get this order delivered, and then we'll let you know what we made on the back end. So we'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, so we just accepted another $8 order, and I don't know, that one was like $9 and something, I think. Or maybe it wasn't near $9, so it was fairly low. I think, I don't remember, but anyway, we got an $8 order for Wendy's, so we're gonna head back into Bryant, run into Wendy's, pick it up, and see where we gotta go. So we'll catch back with you in a second. Thanks. All right, guys, so 6 minute late picking it up, and I'm gonna send a quick message. Boom, boom, send a meme, because they love the memes, right? We'll send the burger one. Hey, I'm eating your food. All right, so directions says 6:22, and we got a 4-minute grace period after picking it up 6 minutes late. So we'll see if we can I don't think, we might make up a minute or so, but I got a 4-minute grace period. It's gonna be tough to make up a minute or two in a 9-minute delivery. And it's all going up Spring Hill, it looks like, so maybe, but probably not, because traffic is bad and the lights are not hitting my way. Okay, so anyway, there we go. This segment sponsored by our light that is found on the Amazon Rambling Dasher Amazon store. So check out the link in the comments or in the description. So I joke about that because I think it's funny just to say it like that. But anyway, if you have an opportunity and you want to support your favorite Dasher, then be sure to use our links to go to Amazon and purchase to your heart's content. You don't have to buy the stuff that we have listed. The things that are listed on our Amazon store are mainly things that we either eat or snack on or use while in and while dashing. So all the electronic stuff that you don't see behind the scenes, but the phone chargers, the mounted phone chargers, the cords, the mic, I don't think I have the battery packs in there. But yeah, all that, this light that we have, our door dashing light, all that stuff is on our door dashing store. There's other things in there like a little, I don't know what it cost, I can't remember, maybe like 50 bucks. A little tire, plugs into your cigarette lighter, a tire pump, just in case. And then I usually use it more for those cold mornings when your tire is deflated a little bit, so you just go up there and pump it up a little bit. But I don't know what other kind of stuff, mainly a lot of food things on there. So anyway, but all that to be said, you don't have to buy anything on there. If you just use our link to get to Amazon, whatever you buy. So like the last person, I noticed they bought a bunch of stuff for their cat, I think. And then we got a commission on it. They paid the same price they would normally pay, but this way they can support their favorite Dasher. So much appreciated to you guys for doing that. If you think about it, just click on the link and then you'll be supporting us. And and I only ask that if you're not already supporting someone else, right? So if you are, then keep on supporting that person. But if you're not, then kindly use our link, save it as your favorites to access to Amazon, and yeah. Alright, well, we still have about 5 minutes to get this delivered. I think I'm losing time sitting at stoplights here. I already forgot how much time. 6:22, so we got 6:22. The directions say 6:18, so we're down to 4 minutes. Maybe that started at 4 minutes, I can't remember, but we got a 4-minute window to get it delivered in. The hard part is like, hey, the GPS only shows you the time that it takes to pull up to the house, not the time that it takes to get the stuff out of the car, take it up there, take a picture, and then hit complete. So that's the time that'll get you sometimes. So anyway, all right. So we're gonna go get this delivered, and we'll let you know if we made it on time or not. So see you in a sec. All right, guys. So we just dropped that one off. I don't know how much money we made because we got well, number one, the little pop-up screen just disappeared. But we also got another order for $9 for 5 miles, so we're gonna accept that one for more pizza. This time I think we're going to pizza, US Pizza, I think. Oh. So, alright, well, we're gonna go get this pizza. We will check back in with you after we pick it up and see where we're going. See you in a second. Alright guys, we got about a 5-minute grace period on this delivery. Where do we have to go? Across the freeway back towards Alexander. I don't know if it's in the neighborhood right before the Bryant Parkway. So, yay! I don't really like going the freeway, but we will figure it out. Alright, so tricky part is getting people to get out of my way, you know? If I had a magic button for that, I would be doing much better here with my door dashing. So I was gonna look again because I keep thinking that I've got late orders and I don't know if they're really late. So just a FYI, that order that I've just picked up is $9. And so far I'm up to $39.40, plus at the end I'll be at $48.84 in however much time it is. I don't even know. So let's take a look and see if I can see anything. So my ratings are still 91. My on time magically still that Wendy's was, I got the old the total time difference of +3, meaning late 3 minutes, is within the on-time standards for this delivery because it was 6 minutes late, 3 minutes early. So thank you, DoorDash, for straightening stuff out here and helping the restaurants out by not charging me or penalizing me for being late when it's not me. So I greatly do appreciate that. It lets me decline more, right? Directions. I should have got on the freeway, but that's all right. I'll just stay on the access road. Do our best. All right, I'm gonna go deliver this food. We'll let you know when we finish. All right, guys. So we just got a high-paying offer, $24 from the Local Tavern. And it looks like it's delivering it to Benton, so accept it before it disappears. So $24, yeah. So that one order, I didn't get to see the breakdown of it, but we got I think it was, I don't know, $9, so we're at $48.84, I think it said. And so yeah, $48.84, and we are heading out to go to the Local Tavern. It's been a while since I've done a DoorDash for this place. It used to be called something else, I don't remember, but that place quickly went under. And they've had some new owners come in and seem to be doing a fairly decent business. It's kind of a different crowd. It's almost like a, I don't know what to say, like almost like a biker crowd, or maybe just older people who ride motorcycles, even though I don't really see motorcycles there, so I don't know what the deal is with it, but maybe not a biker crowd, but I don't know. It is more blue collar, I would say. So I've only had takeout from it once since the new one. I ate at the old one once and it was absolutely horrible. I need to probably go and I remember trying the new one and got takeout, and we just got burgers one night, and I was like, I'm always looking for a new burger place. And I, for one, absolutely love David's Burgers, so it's hard when I go to a burger place, then I want to judge it against David's Burgers. Now, I'm not by any means beholden to David's Burgers or anything. It's just kind of my local standard. Now, there's better burgers than David's Burgers, but if I find myself going to David's Burgers quite often, and I would go there over other places because I like the burger there more than I like it at the other places. So, and to me, I'm trying to think, I can't really think of any other burger places that I like better than David's Burgers in my general vicinity. Now, if I drive to Little Rock, maybe, I don't know, and I haven't really, like, a lot of times I hear that some places have great burgers, but I don't ever try them because it's not a quote-unquote burger place. I love Salem Dairy Bar in Bryant and Benton, but it's not close by, so I don't go there all the time. I go there occasionally. But but yeah, anyway, so the Local Tavern, I need to go and give their burgers a second chance, just because I didn't feel like they were up to par the first time I went there. So I don't know what the deal was. I just don't recall really. It's been probably a year since I went there, so maybe we'll give it another try at some point. If you don't know, I have a foodie page on Facebook that you should go check out. It's called Tip Top Chew. And I do a lot of, I don't do reviews, I just kind of post tasty food. So it's all about the sharing of tasty food, and if it's good, even if it's mediocre a lot of times, if it's local and not a chain, right? I don't post chain foods on there. But if it's local and even if it's mediocre, I will still post it on there, because I want people to try out the local places more so than the chain restaurants. But anyway, that's just how I roll. So check that out. Make sure you follow it on Facebook. It's called Tip Top Chew. And I think I've been doing that, I don't know, maybe 10 years now. I don't know. It's been a long time. So anyway, check it out. I'm at the restaurant here. I'm going to run in and grab this food. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we have about a 4-minute grace period here, 11 minutes to deliver is what it says it's going to take. We're going to be there, yeah, about 4 minutes early, so yeah, not too bad. It was definitely late picking it up. It's always the cookie's fault, always the cookie's fault. I just got a lot of text messages going back and forth here. People, settle down. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get this food delivered, read some text messages, and yes, we are going to check. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Sorry. So I'm gonna be right back, and we will recap this particular order in just a second. See ya. Alright guys, so we got that one dropped off. We're sitting at, let's see, that was $24.01, $7.75 with a $16.26 tip. So thank you to those people. That was best. That's not the best order I've had, because I had a $32 order the other day, but that was still pretty good. We're sitting at $72.85 after 2 hours and 52 minutes. Oh, I gotta figure out how to get out this driveway. It must be one of those curved driveways. Alright. Now, let's hope there's no cars behind me. Alright, so there we go. So $72.85 in 3 hours. So 3 times 20 would be 60. 21 would be 63, 66, 69, 72. So 24 bucks an hour after three hours, and not even 3 hours. So I feel pretty good about that. We still have a long way to go to try to get to 120, and it's a little bit after 7 o'clock, so almost 3 hours because we started a little late. So I would love to hit 120 early tonight because I think I would just go to the house and go to bed, but I also know that I'm feeling a little bit behind the 8 ball with some orders, or let me say, like, I don't know how to say it. I just feel like I think I've got I've missed some days, right? So like a couple weeks ago I missed Monday and Wednesday because I was on a work trip, and then this past week, even though I worked on Tuesday for 3 hours, or really 2 hours and 35 minutes, but it was so bad on Wednesday I quit early, and then I worked on Friday and I barely got 120 on Friday. So I felt like a little bit below what I wanted to be at last week. And then next week is Thanksgiving week, so I'm kind of worried about not being able to hit my numbers next week, and then just the holidays. So I don't know what all is going to happen. So I'm just trying to maybe try to catch up with some lost time, and then I'm looking at right after Thanksgiving, or I guess early December, is booking my trip to go to Machu Picchu. So I know I haven't talked about that in a little while, but the kid and I are going to go to Machu Picchu in May, and so yeah, we're looking at those costs and what it's going to cost us to go there and take care of all that. So part of it is the expense of traveling in the hotel, but the other part is the expense of having a 4-day trek into Machu Picchu. Is pretty expensive, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I know we haven't done any hikes in the last couple weeks, so I want to get back to doing that. It's just been between the kid is in robotics, and he had a robotics thing a couple weeks ago, and then he was out with his with some other family over this past weekend. So this next weekend, I think, oh, he has another robotics thing, I think, this coming weekend. So yeah, we're not going to get to go hiking any, so I don't know. We need to, I know we've got quite a bit of time, but I still don't want to miss out on opportunities to make sure that we're halfway in shape and ready to go for that kind of deal. Alright, so here's a crapo order that I'm going to accept. It's $6.50 for 4.4, but we're going to go ahead and accept it and get that delivered, because I don't want my AR to go down. It's over $5, and it's less than $1 a mile, so we'll accept it and hope that I can get it delivered within a fairly quick amount of time. And here people are playing with their kids, using the Walmart parking lot as a playground, which is kind of interesting. Alright guys, I'm right here. That's another reason I accepted this one, because I was right there at the restaurant. So we're gonna run in and grab this. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so we are 5 minutes late picking it up, and the directions say deliver by 7:38, and the GPS says 7:33. So we got about a 5-minute grace period. So let's see, we gotta go through Walmart, get back on the access road, cross over. Probably just at the Congo Road crossover. Maybe, I can't really tell. But it's gonna take us about 7 minutes to get there. We'll see if we can't make up any time along the way. I don't really see us being able to, but maybe. All right, so we're gonna head that way. We'll check with you after we drop it off, see what we did. See you in a sec. All right, guys, so we got that delivered, $6.50. That was our 7th delivery out of 12 offers, and we're sitting at let's see what it was. It was $3 with a $3.50 base pay, or $3 base with a $3.50 tip. We're sitting at $79.35 after 3 hours and 16 minutes. So yeah, $80 in about 3 hours and 15 minutes. So we need to keep it rolling, get a lot more in the next 45 minutes. So yeah, so we're sitting at $80 in 3 hours and 15 minutes, which normally if you're good 20 bucks an hour, it'd be take you 4 hours. So everything over this is just putting us over the top. And I would say let's just keep on pushing. Somehow, some way, we can find some more orders out there. I wish we could do some more $24 orders. That would be ideal, right? But sometimes you don't get those day in and day out. I gotta figure out where the heck am I and how do I get back to where I was. I don't know if I've ever delivered that way, but maybe. But maybe I remember where I am now. I think I'm gonna run down the freeway down by the old Applebee's. I haven't been down that way in a little while, and see if they've made any movement on that building, because I'm kind of interested if that Wright's barbecue is going to go in there or not. They say it's supposed to. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna sit tight. I hope you guys do as well, and we'll see if we get some more orders. We'll let you know when we do. All right, people, we have accepted a little $6 order to Little Caesars for about 4 miles. So we're gonna try to get 3 $6 orders in this hour to make it 20 bucks. So it's only 18. So somebody's gonna have to step up. So anyway, we are on our way to Little Caesars. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we have this order loaded. And let's see, deliver by 8:11, and we have an ETA of 8:05. So where do we get to go? Where in the world? It's the apartment complex down the other side of the freeway. Okay, so we're gonna go get this delivered. We have a little bit of a grace period, even though we have a lot of a late pickup. So we're gonna go try to get this knocked out, and we will be back to recap after the drop-off. See you in a sec. All right, guys, that was 6:09. We got $225 base and $384 tip. We're sitting at $85.44 in 3 hours and 50 minutes. So that particular order took us, sheesh, way too long for $6. Way too long for $6. I think we were sitting at the last one at 3 hours and 10 minutes or 3 hours and 15 minutes, and now we got 3 hours and 50 minutes, and we're only $6 more. because we had 79 and some change. Now we got 85 and some change. Wow. That's what happens to $6 orders. Will get you nowhere. But I guess we're $6 richer than we were, right? $6 richer than we were. So now it's hitting the 8 o'clock hour, and that for me is the time that it traditionally slows down a bit. So I think it hit early tonight around 7, because I think in the last hour we've only gotten $6. So, but we're gonna keep going, see what else we can find. And I'm telling you, it's a little slow because right now I haven't got an offer. And on some nights it's like boom, boom, boom. But I did just meet a guy in Little Caesars while we were waiting, and the reality is that he is just doing it for holiday work. So just like a lot of people are doing extra DoorDash work just for the holidays, which saturates the market. I mean, he said he's been busy, but I can only imagine it's been busy with lowball orders, just like what I was getting. And then going from like here, and where I don't have another freaking order. So, you know, we're driving by pizza places, we're right around the corner from other restaurants, and we have no offers. So it's a little bit, I would say, to me, last week was slow. Well, you know, I remember for a week or so there, prior to the government shutdown, I would say, that I couldn't even get back to my car before I had another offer. And it was just going gangbusters, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, whoa. So I didn't want it to slow down, because I like it to be busy. I don't like this waiting around right here, because this is aggravating that I don't have an offer. And then when I do get an offer, I'll probably decline 3 or 4 in a row here. So so we're gonna take a trip down Alcoa. We haven't been down, I don't think we bypassed Alcoa a few times, but I haven't really been down Alcoa that I can remember anyway. Seems like we've had offers from Benton go to Bryant, and Bryant go to Benton, but nothing in the middle. But it doesn't seem to matter, because we're not getting any offers. We got police over there in the truck stop. Don't know what that's all about. So we got B-Dubs, we got Whataburger, Moe's Southwest Grill, we got McAllister's, and we got Chili's, all right here. We even have there's a Subway that I've gotten an order to one time, and a Sakura, which is a little Asian place. There's even a Freddy's over there that I get orders for occasionally, but nothing. It is silent. Silent, I tell you, silent. And it says average wait time 2 to 7 minutes. So we're gonna scoot right on past Chili's here. I guess we are. And get no offers. And we're gonna make our way back down to Bryant, where we have some more fast food restaurants and some pizza places. Let's see what we can get going. See what we can get going. We may just end at $85. I don't know. I mean, this is kind of I'm kind of tempted just to say, hey, take your $85 and run, and then maybe come back tomorrow night. Maybe do 3. This is what I used to do. I used to work 5 nights, and I would work 3 6s and 2 3s. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I would work 6-hour shifts, and then on Tuesday, Thursday, I would knock out 3 hours. But when I came back from Portugal, we cut down the number of hours, and so my goal was to get $400 a week back then. So we knocked it down to $300 a week. And then when I started making more money per hour with the rollover to the new system is when I started just saying, hey, I'll move my numbers up to $360 a week. So it all starts sinking in your head. It's like, does your AR really affect the orders that they're giving you, even though you still have platinum? Right? Because I'm not getting any offers at all. No offers. Nothing. So there's our first offer in a few, and it's declinable. $470 for 6.1 miles. Decline. It knocks us to a 62. So I somehow moved up the ranks a little bit to 62, because I was down to 60 or 61. Or I guess I was at 63 and knocked down to 62. So I declined that one. Will I get any other offers? So what someone mentioned on my YouTube channel or on Facebook One was that there's the potential that a lot of people, excuse me, are somehow getting free orders. I don't know if they're accepting Snap or something. I just don't know. You can't buy fast food. You can't buy Snap. You can't buy fast foods on your Snap card, I don't think. But someone said they're getting these free offers all over the place, and then when they use them, they use it to get free food and they don't tip. And I'm just like, okay. So, and that kind of stuff happens, I'm sure. I'm the kind of person that if I get a coupon for food at a restaurant, that usually means that whatever the coupon value saved me, I leave as a tip. Right? So if, let's say I got a $20 off of $40 or more coupon or something like that, or 25 off of 50, and I go and spend $50, but I have a $25 coupon, then I still spend $50 because I leave a $25 tip. Now that tip would have normally have been, whatever, $50 times 20% or 25%, so it would have been like $10 or $12, maybe, $12.50 is 25%. So I would do like $25, which is, 50% instead of 25%. Is what I usually do anyway. But evidently some people get free food and get it delivered for free with no tip. So I haven't had any 0 tip orders today though. I'm not getting any additional tips. Every once in a while you think that people will leave you an additional tip and then they don't, but you know, that's one of those things that is like, you know, hopefully when you give exceptional service they'll leave you a little bit extra tip, even if it's a couple dollars. But yeah, most people don't do that kind of stuff anymore. It seemed to happen often before, now it's happening less and less. That's where one of those deals is like, I used to take cash orders and you get really low payout from DoorDash on cash orders, but to potentially get a better tip because they're gonna, you know, give you cash and they tend to tip better. Well, no, they don't. I had more and more people leaving like $1 or some kind of change. They would round it up to the next whole dollar. So if it was $29.85, they would give me 30 bucks. And so, hey, here's 15-cent tip. Or if it was $28.85, they would give me $30, so $1.15 tip. And I'm just like, oh, you're killing me. So I quit. I turned off cash orders because of low tips. And I turned off grocery shopping because of stress. And I just need to find a way to turn off DoorDash is what I need to do. But I hadn't figured it out. I do know that I could probably stop DoorDashing, but I also know that I don't want to feel burdened with money, and DoorDashing helps me not to feel that way. But sometimes I feel the burden of the DoorDashing. So it's kind of like a trade-off. So, yeah. If I didn't do the DoorDashing, then what would I be doing with all my time? That would be the bigger question. So number one, I would be losing, you know, $1,500 a month. $6 for 2 miles. I will accept that one.
Drive northeast on Arkansas 5.
Right. All to Burger King. Going to Burger King. Going to Burger King. Had to make a U-turn. Hopefully won't get pulled over for that maneuver. So, alright, we're going to make $6 going to Burger King. So we'll catch up with you after we pick that up. Alright guys, we were about 3 minutes late picking it up. Our GPS says we got a 2-minute grace period delivering it, which means an overall of 1 minute late. So can we make it there? It's hard. It's hard because there's 3 drinks and 3 bags of food, which make it a little difficult, number one. And then just getting to some place by the GPS standard time and getting it, all the pictures and all that crap taken care of, is not easy. So we're gonna try, and we only got a 4-minute delivery, so which just means there's no room to really make up any time loss or whatever. I hope I got all that food off the roof of the car. Because I'm fixing to spin it around here and knock it all off if there is. So, okay. Alright, so on the access road, and we don't have to go very far, so I'm going to go find this place, get it delivered, and we'll check with you afterwards and see where we stand. See you in a sec. Alright guys, that was a $2 base pay, $4 tip. We're sitting at $91.64 after 4 hours and 19 minutes. So we have somehow started losing our $20 an hour fast. So we're gonna get back into town, see if we can find some orders that are better than 20 bucks. I don't know how did I get into this freaking neighborhood. I don't know how to get out of here. All right, up around this corner here, somehow I have to turn right. I hope this is it. And that's it. All right. Well, and then the fact that it's back here, so I could have went back the other way and found a way to get back around. But, all right, so we're gonna go figure out how to get back into some neighborhood or some restaurant areas, and I see that we don't have any lights, so we'll do that real quick. But sit tight, finished out this ride with us. Thank you for sticking around so far, and we're gonna ride it to the end, see what kind of money we can make. We still got like sheesh, it's not even 9 o'clock yet, so an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and a half, maybe not 2 hours, but yeah. So anyway, so all right, stick around, we'll see what we make. All right, so I just declined a $9.50 order because it took me to the Otter Creek Little Caesars and then over into Little Rock on the other side of 430, and I do not want to go up into that area at all, so we declined it. That would have put us over $100, but we're gonna try to get back into Bryant and get some orders like that one. So maybe. I got about an hour and a half to go, and I need about 30 bucks, which is about 20 bucks an hour. So maybe we can do it. We're gonna have to fight to the end, though. It seems like it's gonna be one of those nights. I just hate to fight with declining orders, and I hate declining that particular order because it was a long distance, like 7-something miles, but it's just the fact of where it was, and I'm like, eesh, I don't want to go over that way. All right, we're gonna get back into this neighborhood here and see what we can find, so sit tight, we'll be right back. All right guys, so this is how bad it's gotten. I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes in Wingstop's parking lot, and I finally get an order for 1 mile for $4. So it looks like it's going to someplace across the freeway. So I'm gonna accept it and we'll run in and grab it. So probably have to wait for it, but anyway. All right, we'll be right back. All right guys, so we picked those up 5 minutes late, and with a 1 mile delivery, there ain't no way we're gonna get it there delivered on time, especially that it has a PIN number. So We're supposed to deliver by 9:08. Directions say we'll be there at 9:05. So we got about a 3-minute grace period. And I don't know exactly where we're going either. It might be taking it to, I don't even know, maybe to go into taking it to Taco Bell or taking it to Zaxby's or something. I don't know. It doesn't not look like a it looks like a fast food place or maybe a liquor store or something over there. I don't know. But I mean, we're fixing to be there. It says 1 minute till delivery. So anyway, all right, we're gonna run this in there. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so that was $4, $2 and $2 base, $2 tip, and here is a $14.61 going to Wingstop that we will accept, and it looks like it delivers down the Benton area. So we're gonna get out of this parking lot here if we can. Come on, people, you are flying through there. Just keep on going. I guess I'm gonna go this way anyway, where he's going. And get back over to Wingstop and pick us some more wings, get them delivered, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we'll see after we pick up these wings. See you. All right, so we've got this order for Wingstop. We got about a 5-minute grace period after we picked it up 2 minutes late. So maybe we can get this thing delivered on time. And that's what we're gonna try to do. So sit back, hold on tight, and stick around to see where we finish up. I'm gonna hit pause and motion down to Benton Way, and we'll see you there in a minute. Hey, so we've got this one delivered. It was $14.61. Was $3.50 base with an $11.11 tip. So thank you to those people. So much appreciated. We are sitting at 1:10:05 through 5 hours and 4 minutes. So, all right, let's see. That means I got about an hour to go to get $10 if we want to hit our goal of 120. 120. So well, let's just say I need one good order. Come on. One $10 plus order. I mean, I got a $14 order, so why can't we get another one? Right? And we're all the way down here in Benton. I don't know if there's any restaurants open this late, 9:24 in Benton. But look at there. $9.75. Okay, this is gonna fly because, oh, it's okay. I see how you are. It's taking me way out. It's 12 miles for $9.75, but it's not in a bad area. So, and it's Chili's and everything looks like right off the freeway. So I'm just going to accept it. We'll get that extra $10 or $9.75. See if they want to elaborate on more of a tip. I'm going to hit exit here. Scroll down to the customer and send them a cheesy meme to say, hey, we're on the way to the restaurant, because I never think of doing that. I never have that much time either. And then I gotta find the meme. On the way to get your food, boom. And then back to directions, So we're 2.8 miles away from getting the food here, which is a pretty good jaunt for getting an order that far away. And Chili's open at 9:25 at night. I'm kind of surprised. So maybe, just maybe, these people are like, golly, that dude drove a long way, we'll give him an extra $5 to $10 tip, and that would put me over the top. I may be right at 120. I can't see out this window. I may be right at 120 because I think this was 975. Let me take a look here. Let's see if this is gonna show me. Nope. It's gonna be doggone close. 975 and I'm at 110.05. So it's gonna be 109.80 or 119.80, sorry. So awful close, but not quite. Alright, well, I'm going to take the time to drive down to Chili's, pick up our food, and we'll check back in afterwards. We'll see how far we got to go. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so we delivered that, or we picked that Chili's up right on time. And then we have a 2-minute grace period, but we're going to make up some time driving through the freaking parking lot because GPS does not know how to get through the parking lot at Chili's. So we're going the shortcut right through the middle and then come out down there well ahead. So we had a grace period of 2 minutes. Now we're already up to 4 minutes. Whoop, there was a speed bump. Now we have to get through this light and there's no one coming. Alright, so it looks like we are heading well outside of Benton on the freeway a long ways down the road. I have no idea, probably the Hot Springs exit. It looks like it's that far. It might be where Buc-ee's is, but it looks like it's farther. But we'll see. Alright, so it's got 12-minute delivery in 9 miles. So that just means we got a little ways to go, and we're gonna work on getting there and getting there on time and making enough money to where we can maybe go to the house, or we might try to get one more order. So anyway, I will catch you on the other side. Be sure to stick around to the end. Thanks. Alright guys, that one was $9.75, $4.75 with the $5 tip. So out here in the boonies, but these are some big freaking houses. Big houses, dude. Where the heck? Where do these people make this money at is what I want to know. They aren't making it DoorDashing. But anyway, so that puts us at 119.80 in 5 hours and 26 minutes. We'll drive back through Benton and see if we get any offers that relate to anything at all, and I will accept them if they do. If not, I will head to the house. So I am going to head that way and see what happens. We'll check in shortly and I will let you know what happens. So just hang out and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we just ended our dash. I drove all the way through Benton, all the way up through Alcoa, got one offer for $3.25, declined it, and just ended the dash. So we're sitting at 119.80, and I wanted to look at this screen before I jumped over to the ratings, but basically it says we were total online time was 5 hours and 38 minutes, and oh, this is the one thing, 12 out of 20 offers accepted. So that means we declined 8 out of 20 tonight. That is a good what is that, a 60% acceptance rate, right? If I'm not mistaken. 12 times 5 is 60, so 60%. So yep, it's kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go to the ratings first and take a look at that. So our ratings right now, we're still platinum, sitting at 92. So I'm not sure how, but we are 92. Somehow my acceptance rate went up to 64%, because I thought I was down low. I thought I was closing in on 60 at one point, but somehow I must have hit a patch of declines, and when I accepted some, it was knocking declines off. So anyway, so we're sitting at 64%, which is 23 out of 30 on our acceptance rate, and our on time is still sitting at 99%. Surprisingly, all of the orders that we had tonight were on time. The one for Chili's picked up on time, delivered 4 minutes early. So Wingstop before that, 2 minutes late, 3 minutes early. So yeah, everything is on time. If it wasn't on time, DoorDash gave us a little bit of extra grace when it came to being a standard. So we'll take it, right? So yeah, that's about it on the ratings. We're still sitting at 92 overall, which I'm very happy about. Moving on to earnings. So our earnings today, 119.80. So we almost got there, right? And I can't figure out how it works, but we almost got to that 120. We missed it by 20 cents, but that is a-okay. I could have got it there at the very end, but I was like, I'm not taking a $3 order. So let's take a look at the first thing is that steps out at me is $43.50 for base pay, $76.30 for tips. So surprisingly, that's a pretty good number for tips. I haven't been seeing that as of late. So the base pay to tip ratio, well over 1.5 to 1. Excuse me, now I got the hiccups. So we'll take 76. Excuse me, $76 in tips on 12 deliveries. Ain't too bad. And 12 deliveries at $119.80 is right at $10 per delivery. And the only way that can happen is with some orders that were over $10. So I can see that did happen. Our first order was 14, then we had $9.85, $7.89, $8, $9, and then we had the $24 one. A $6.50, a $6.09, a $6, a $4, and then a $14.61 and a $9.75. So not bad. We did 5 hours and 38 minutes of total time with 4 hours and 16 minutes of active time. So about what is that? 22, an hour 22 of downtime. And a lot of that downtime was driving back into neighborhoods or getting back out of delivery areas back into getting into an area to dash in. So yeah, that'll happen. But yeah, overall pretty good. I'm happy with the fact that we we struggled to get there, but we got there within 20 cents of 120. But we did it with by 5:38 instead of a full 6 hours. So I know I could have broke the 120 mark, but I was just gonna take some garbage orders to do it, and I just did it. So I still got about 30 some odd minutes of walking to do to get my steps in for the day. I'm really tired, so I'm at the house, so we're gonna run in and get the dog and go for a walk. It's still seemingly really nice outside. So yeah, hey, thank you guys for sticking around to the end. It's greatly appreciated. I hope if you have that you've already clicked the like button on here. So please do that. If you have, show me you have, and leave me a comment. Click that like button, and yeah, we'll go from there. So appreciate you guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.